Any sound makes us go alert. It may be a bombardment, and then we realize it's not. It may be gunfire. No, it's not. It may be, and it's not. So this situation of maybe and not, when actual danger and actual bombardment is happening, keeps us alert. 3 weeks ago, the armed conflict took a very dramatic turn. It became a tsunami of death, destruction, constant bombardment, and it has impacted our lives directly. I wake up and sleep to the sound of the MK, a surveillance drone that remains in the sky and just collect information. It's not a simple noise, it's threatening. We're living under this sound of threat, constant, ongoing, day and night. It's more sporadic, but ongoing. That type of sound, that's bombardment, that's airstrikes, that's drone strikes in the nearby Dahi, Beirut's southern suburb, or other suburbs of Beirut. Constant bombardment, and we hear it from a distance. So it's just like running and asking all the time, did you hear it, did you hear it, did I hear it? Oh, that was strong, did you hear it? No, I heard it here. Soul-wrenching and heartbreaking is actual life on the streets in a city that is submerged by displacement people. I see waves and waves of men and women and children on daily basis arriving and trying to find places to fit them. They arrive with just nylon bags, holding these sponge, thin mattresses that are serving as beds for people coming from Beirut's suburb and other southern and Bekaa region. Waves of people opening deserted buildings, cleaning them, just putting these mattresses, trying to create a life. There's no deadline for this. People are inventing life on a daily basis, and we're trying to support in all possible ways. Like, they're asking for hygiene kits, for water, food. It's painful. It's painful. These are not just survivors. They're fighting for their lives with tiny children trying to invent games, crying out loud. Just, oh, sorry, I lost electricity. The generator will be on soon. I'll stop now.